Great good morning to you. Welcome to Sports and News Desk. I'm George Addo Jr. and we'll begin here in the country. Wow, Stars were crowned champions of the Ghana Premier League 2015-2016 season, and is all we're expecting yesterday, of course, but they lost 3-0 to Hazaques. That will not stop in any way the jubilation from the team from the north.
And so that is the trophy there. It is the trophy that will be presented to our All-Stars for being the 2015-2016 league champions. Hafiz Adams, he walks with the trophy and goes onto the podium and eventually to the coach, Eno Sadipa. This is our All-Stars. They are the league champions for the year 2015-2016 Ghana Premier League winners. Wow, All-Stars, simply fantastic performance from them. And they had a coach who himself didn't even dream of lifting a trophy. But today, he can also write his name in gold letters and say that, yes, I am also a league winner, like Bashir Hiffon last season, like Coach Didi Dramani. He would also be counted as one of the best coaches ever to have won the Premier League in Ghana.
Yeah, he's joined the elite coaches, and that's good for his CV. Next season, he will come in, you know, with a lot of vim and vigor, and he will be in with huge CV, big credentials, big ego to manage a club that will play in Africa. That is huge for Wow Stars. Coming in from a population of 127,000, you know, that will be huge. It will be celebrated in Wow.
Well, so that's it. The league champions 2015-2016 is Wow All-Stars.
Congratulations, Wild Stars, once again, and we'll continue to talk about them maybe till next season begins. Now, time to have a look at the other results that went through on the final day. That's the match day 30 of the Ghana Premier League. Absolutely interesting results, and especially in deciding which team was the final one to join Hazaques and New Dubiase. Inter Allies managed to save, but let's have a look at it right now. Here are the results then. Liberty Professionals beat Bechembe United by 3-1. It was all important because they were on 35 points and they moved to 38. Safety zone there. Chelsea beat Techiman City by 4-0. Here's the big surprise, really. Everybody thought that Techiman City were going to get a point at Brekum Chelsea. Somehow, the neighbors decided to kill or have a go at each other's throats, and that's exactly what happened then. So Chelsea beat Techiman by 4-0, and that outrightly meant they had relegated Techiman City. Dreams FC lost to Dross by 2-0. Just wondering what was happening in Deo, because 2 consecutive games they lost. Inter Allies won there, and Dross also won there. Dross were in the end saved. Hazaques beat Wild Stars by 3-0, a game that would really not matter in the Ghana Premier League. New Dubiase lost to Hartlepool by 3-1 in Bekwai. So it means that Hearts finished third on the log there. New Dubiase, Adriana Stars, drew 1-0 with Inter Allies. Now, this was another huge result, and this also helped in deciding who was going out to the Ghana Premier League. Ahead of this game, we expected Inter Allies to lose Adriana, who was second on the log, but they managed to pick a point, and that kept them in the safety zone there. Mediama SC drew 3-0 with Ashanti Gold. Hard-fought game, 6-goal thriller. Mediama SC managed to find the way into the top 4, a better head-to-head record against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And Kotoko beat Wafa by 2-1. So we can have a look at the table, and then we'll look at the top scorers of the Ghana Premier League 2016. It was big time for Latif Blessing, of course, as he went through it. So let's go through very quickly the table again for you so you can have an idea of what's happening here. Now, key things to go to right now. Hartlepool and Kotoko look to be in the top 4, but this has been corrected clearly because Kotoko have a bad head-to-head record against Mediama SC. So they all finish on the same point. Mediama SC will move into the 4th position, and Kotoko will fall into 5th. We go down to Techiman City, Hazaques, New Dubiase, kissing goodbye to the Ghana Premier League. So that's one that we're clearly looking forward to. And then we can have a look now at the goal scorers charts. That was all important because going into this, Adriana Stars as Yaya Mohammed, you know, had fantastic 15 points waiting. He was expecting to add something to it, but with Liberty Professionals, Latif Blessing, who got 3 goals, a hat-trick on the final day to move all the way to 17 goals. So Latif Blessing is the goal king for the 2015-2016 season. Yaya Mohammed follows on 15 points, and absolutely brilliant from Kwesi Donsu of Mediama SC to have bagged 2 more goals to go up there. Abednego Tete of Bechembe United with 13 goals. Brighton J of Adriana Stars, he's got 12 goals, but there was quality in those goals. The fact that 2 won the CNN Goal of the Week award. And Cosmos Dauda of Accra Hearts came in with 11 goals. I mean, if you're doing the mathematics, it's interesting. The Ghana Premier League champion wins the league with close to, what, 51 points? It's just not getting in there anyway. The goal scorer, the top goal scorer, scores 17 goals. So if you're doing the average, the champion actually scored 31 goals. It's an average of a goal a game. Not too strong anyway. But that's where we are. with the Ghana Premier League. Now time to talk about the English Premier League, and we had great results. Pep Guardiola's Man City continued to soar to higher levels. Arsenal managing to get a correct win over Hull City. They beat them by 4-1. Now Leicester City bounced back after beating Club Brugge and beat Burnley by 3-0. Now how about Chelsea? They lost to Liverpool by 2-1 at the Stamford Bridge. Manchester United lost yet again. Back-to-back defeats, third defeat in a row for Jose Mourinho. Sorry for Manchester United, what a season is turning out to be, but we can now have a look at the Premier League table for now. English Premier League table rolling on your screen. I mean, we can start with the results there, then quickly we go to the table. That's it. Now, I've already gone through a couple of them, don't you? I mean, Man City beat Bournemouth by 4-0, then Leicester City win by 3-0, then Chelsea lose by 2-1 at the Stamford Bridge. Southampton beat Swansea by 1-0, and Tottenham Hotspur beat Sunderland by 1-0 there as well. Fantastic stuff. You look at the results. We can have a look at the table. It's early days yet, and Manchester United fans don't need to panic too much. It's just the early days. And Manchester City, though, just flying away from everyone, beating the big men and the young men in the league. And that's the story. Chelsea, Arsenal in number 4 and 5. Tottenham Hotspur number 3, Everton number 2. You want to have a look at where Leicester City is, the defending champions. They're currently 11th on the league log. And that's just the story as it goes. The English Premier League. Now we get into the Spanish La Liga, and we had a couple of responses. Barcelona have come to life after losing to Alaves. They beat Celtic by 7-0 and beat Leganes by 5-1. So it's really good. Real Madrid have to give them that response because they're looking to win the La Liga. It's been a while since they won it. And yesterday they beat Espanyol by 2-0. Excellent stuff. In the last 3 years, they've won 2 Champions League trophies and will be endlessly looking at winning the La Liga. Let's have a look at the table and the results from the La Liga very quickly. Results first, and just a couple to pick through for you. It's the big one. The Barca won, the Real Madrid won, and truly the Atletico Madrid one is another one to go forward to. So they are also gaining in confidence, and it makes for a very interesting game on Wednesday when Barcelona play Atletico Madrid. And we'll be asking ourselves, well, both teams hit 5 on the weekend. What will really happen? It's early days here, but we can have a look at the Spanish La Liga table right now, and that will come on your screen. It doesn't really matter where you stand, because where you are at this point of the season will really be far from where you finish. That's just the truth. It's just 4 games played. Real Madrid lead the way, Barcelona. But that's Las Palmas, and they're there number 3. And they have a Ghanaian in there, Kevin Prince Boateng. Like him alone. He's a player for Ghana. So that's about it for the Spanish League. And we have fairly fantastic results across as well. And as well, it's always great to have the Manchester United fan in the house to face you guys, because I told you he was going to lose the game. And Watford beat Manchester United by 3-1. What is happening to your expensive bunch of players?
Jose Jr.
What's happening to your expensive bunch of players?
I've been reading a particular scripture since yesterday.
The scripture?
Now.
Yeah.
Now it says.
The scripture says.
Let me quote the NIV version.
Quote the NIV.
It says, "For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. But the wicked stumble when calamity strikes."
The problem is that how do you know if Man U is the righteous or Man U is the wicked? The wicked is stumbling.
Let me give you
the Man U one. They're stumbling.
The godly may trip 7 times,
but they will rise.
But they will get up again. But one disaster is enough to overthrow the wicked. We have 3. We'll be back.
What's your reaction to this? I've been seeing this on WhatsApp, and people said you have gone for a Chinese product, and it's not quite the Pogba you have in there.
Yes.
Things are not working for your team.
Yes.
Are you sure you can go all the way around?
No, I just think there's a lot of pressure on him for starters.
Yes, too expensive.
For
Chinese production.
For me, I think the price is a little on the high side.
Okay.
But if you look at the quality, yes. His first match was good. And even with the first match, I think his first 20 minutes was not so solid.
Okay.
Exactly. So yes,
come on.
Let's give him some time.
Now, that's exactly where I want Tenchen Hene. You know, I want him here really, because that's why I want him.
But then again, the scripture still holds.
He's somber. I like the somber attitude.
All things shall pass away.
And I like the way you are clinging to your scriptures.
And indeed, I am telling you that we shall be back.
What should Chelsea say? Chelsea lost at home anyway, but it's all good.
I mean, it's Chelsea.
We can enjoy.
It's Chelsea. It's not news.
We can enjoy the Man U one.
Anyway.
Keep on with the
Okay, that's Georgiano Jr. with sports, and indeed we have to wrap up on the news this morning right here on the Journey Channel Multi TV. It was also available on your Go TV channel 144 and your DSTV channel 421. For more news, log on to www.myjoyonline.com. My name is Kwabena Chenchen Boating. Time now for Journeys Interactive with Benny Sabubed. Many thanks for company.
The football season is on the go, but then again, so are you. Stay in play and up to date wherever you are with DSTV Now. Simply visit the App Store on your Android or iOS device, search for the free DSTV Now app, and download. With over 40 live streams available, including your favorite sports channels, you can stay tuned wherever you go with DSTV Now. Exclusive to DSTV Premium. Know best.